Germany might be the biggest loser in the world. They lost not one, but two world wars. But what would happen if they finally had enough and tried to take over the world once again? With Germany deciding to take over the world today, they would first call all true Germans to answer their call and join the military. They would even allow citizens from Austria and even Switzerland to join, which would allow them to create an army of nearly 250,000 soldiers. With this new strength, they would demand that Austria joins them. Their government would reject this offer. But since many Austrians would be German supporters, the country would go into a civil war. After a long series of fights, the rebels would be able to take over Austria and would immediately unite with Germany. They would prepare to invade both Slovakia and the Czech Republic. But since they wouldn't want many casualties, Germans would force the Hungarians to align with them. Hungary would have no other choice than to submit and become their ally. However, this wouldn't be that bad for them, as Germans would promise them parts of Slovakia in exchange for their help. With everyone knowing what's coming next, the battle would start. It would be pretty one-sided, as Germans would tear through, and with Hungarians helping, both countries would fall in a matter of days. Poland wouldn't like seeing this, and would start recruit more people in their already large army. This would show Germany that they cannot invade them, making them look elsewhere. Germans would look at the Balkans, using Hungary as their puppet state to expand more. They would first attack Slovenia, who has a really small army, and would be demolished pretty quickly. Croatia would be the next target, but since many of them would be German supporters, they would surrender to them. Croatians would offer help in exchange for territories, which Germans would accept. However, in order to show their loyalty, they would be forced to attack Bosnia. Even though Bosnians would fight hard, they would be no match for the Croatians, who would swiftly defeat them. Both Serbia and Montenegro wouldn't like this rapid rise of Croatia and would unite, trying to stop them. Serbs would be able to push into their territory, but with Bulgaria would use this situation and submit to the Germans, attacking Serbia from behind. With even Hungary joining, Serbia would be absolutely demolished and split between those countries. Bulgaria would use this situation to attack North Macedonia, who they would easily take over and add to their territory. Romania would be in a huge problem since they would be surrounded by their enemies. With the Germans influencing their politics, tensions would be too high, resulting in a civil war starting. However, Hungary and Bulgaria would come in to help the rebels, as they would crush the rest of Romania, leading to the victory for the German supporters. Even though they would lose a huge chunk of their territory, they would now be a German puppet state and would be safe. Germans would think about attacking Poland now, but since their army would still be pretty large, they would wait until their allies were ready. Meanwhile, they would look at the Scandinavia and would attack Denmark first. Their army would be small compared to the Germans. They would have no chance, and would be added to German territory pretty soon.